Hey guys, good afternoon. It is John C. Morley here, serial entrepreneur. Just turn on my hat there a second. Do be sure to check out my great content at believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing, inspiring creations. Welcome, everyone. Our whole master topic of the week is understanding intercessions, which I did get courtesy of the Bible. I get a lot of enlightenment and great thoughts from the Bible that I'd love to share with you guys here through other parts of your life. And so I do want to ask you to take this moment, ladies and gentlemen, to please go ahead and grab that delicious piece of fruit or savory piece of chocolate or other sweet or anything else. Could be a nice icy cold drink. It could be a hot beverage or maybe even just some water. Whatever it is, go ahead and go grab that at your fridge. I'll be right here and we'll kick the show off in just a second. Well, welcome everyone to the Inspirations for Your Life podcast. I am your host, John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur, and of course, a podcast coach. And I'm helping bring you insights, motivation, and practical tools to elevate your leadership skills, deepen personal connections, and transform the way you work and live. Today's episode is all about understanding and harnessing the power of core principles that can change your relationships. Whether you're at work, at home, or in life, we're exploring strategies to resolve conflict, rebuild trust, and make room for incredible impact of small gestures. So, in case you guys are wondering what the show topic is called for today, I'm going to let you know. The granular topic for today is building bridges, resolving conflict, restoring trust, and the power of small gestures. Series 3, Show 45, episode number 5. All right. Hurry back from the kitchen. We want to get this show started, all right? So you can tune in now. You can tune in 24 hours a day at believemeachieve.com for more of my amazing short form content, long form content, and even my static posts. So tune in and you'll be able to take consistent actions, build mutual respect, collaborate, problem solve, and show appreciations and create a foundation for anything to thrive in your relationships. Whether you're aiming to build a stronger team, heal a relationship, or simply become a more effective leader, this episode is packed with techniques that will help you build connections that will last a lifetime. So, everyone, welcome, everyone. It's great to be here. Let's dive into how to inspire others, develop leadership skills, and cultivate harmony, no matter the setting. Here's a detailed look at each strategy. First thing we want to do is resolve conflicts, right? And it's okay to agree to disagree, ladies and gentlemen. I have to tell you that it is okay to agree to disagree. Conflicts are inevitable in any relationship or team, but it's the way we choose to address them that makes all the difference and shapes the character of who we are. To resolve conflicts effectively, you need to listen actively. Make sure you're fully present, not just responding to let's say answer someone without even hearing what they really said. Stay calm and objective. Emotions can cloud judgment and force you to take a step back and approach the issue calmly, which is very, very important, right? So focus on interests, not positions. Understand the underlying needs and concerns rather than their rigid positions. Find common ground, highlight areas of agreement as a foundation for a solution. Establish clear communication, be direct yet empathetic to ensure everyone feels heard. Rebuild trust. Trust is a fragile thing. It could take you, I don't know, an hour, could take you hours, it could take you a day, it could take you weeks, it could take you a month, it could take you a long, long time to build trust, and you could destroy that in the fraction of a second. So I think it's important that you guys definitely, I would say, understand what all this means, because the truth of the matter is it's really up to you and how you're going to do things in your life. And I think that comes down to trust and knowing that you can destroy it in the fraction of a second. And that's very important. And I think if you understand that, then maybe, just maybe, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be able to shine in your world. All right. You'll definitely be able to shine. But it's about building that respect. It's not rushing respect, it's building respect. That is a very, very big key. Respect and trust don't happen overnight, and they can be destroyed in a fraction of a second. So, first thing I want to tell you is if trust is damaged, you're going to have to work hard to rebuild it. Okay. Take accountability, own up to past mistakes or misunderstandings, no matter how small. Consistency is key. Show up reliably and honor commitments to demonstrate dependability. Transparency, be open about your intentions and decisions to avoid any hidden agendas. Respect people's boundaries. That could be in platonic, non platonic relationships. Give others the time and the space they need to rebuild trust gradually. Don't try to shove it down their throat. They may not be ready to build trust. Let them progress at their own pace, right? Small gestures will heal. Never underestimate the power, okay, of small, because thoughtful actions to rebuild and strengthen relationships, like small gestures, are key. Show appreciation. A simple thank you or acknowledgement of someone's efforts can have a profound effect on the relationship that you hold with them. Encourage positivity. A kind word or gesture can uplift someone's day, create a ripple effect. Remember, personal details make someone feel seen and valued goes a long way. Make sure you say their name properly if they're new, and make sure you respect them and you care about what goes on in their life. That's really important. Be present. Sometimes just being there for someone is the best gesture of all. Collaborative problem solving. Tackling challenges together not only fosters teamwork, but also shows respect for everyone's input. Engage all voices. Involve everyone impacted by the challenge or the problem in the solution process. Encourage open dialogue communication, letting team members feel free to express their thoughts without fear of judgment. Brainstorm solutions together. Creative, collective problem solving strengthens bonds. Celebrate wins as a team. Acknowledge both the big and the small victories to keep the momentum going. So, consistency in action is also very important. Consistency builds credibility and reinforces trust. Here's how you should do it: create predictability. Regular, reliable actions create a sense of security and expectation. Reinforce positive behavior. Repeated positive actions establish a trustworthy character. Set small promises or goals and achieve them. Completing small, consistent goals builds momentum toward a bigger set of achievements. Communicate clearly and frequently. This reduces misunderstandings and keeps everyone aligned. Mutual respect. Respect is a foundational element in any relationship, and it goes both ways. Honor each other's opinion. Value everyone's perspective, even if you don't fully agree. You have the right to agree to disagree. Practice empathy. Seek to understand others, their points of view, without placing or casting a judgment. Encourage individual strengths. Acknowledge and celebrate the unique contributions each person brings. Address conflicts with dignity, even in disagreements. Maintain respect for one another. Patience and understanding. Build relationships, rebuild trust, and foster collaboration. It takes time, but practice doesn't make perfect. It just makes things better. Allow time for growth. Relationships and skills evolve. Allow space for improvement. Understand different perspectives. People come from varied backgrounds and experiences. Encourage a growth mindset. Recognize that everyone, including you, is learning and growing. Forgive and move forward. Holding on to the past grievances or grudges can hinder your progress forward and the connections. Kindness and appreciation. A little kindness goes a long way and helps build a positive environment for everyone. Celebrate successes, whether big or small. Celebrating achievements boosts morale. Offer constructive feedback kindly. Approach criticism in a way that builds rather than breaks. I always say you should like to give constructive criticism. Make sure you give them points that they can improve on, but always make sure that you celebrate what it is they are doing right. If there's something even small that they're doing right, show genuine gratitude for people. Recognize efforts consistently to foster a culture of appreciation, create a positive atmosphere, a kind environment, reduce stress, and improve productivity. Wow, guys, that's a lot of information. But so many people, they break trust. Like, oh, I can't believe I did that. So, how do I restore trust? Well, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. I've got to be honest with you. So, you want to think twice before you act. And remember, not acting is acting. Okay. Any action is still an action. So, the fact that you didn't do something is a perfect example that you still acted. By you not doing something, you actually still acted. So, I think that's a very, very important thing to understand. And hopefully, you'll be able to realize that it comes from integrity, it comes from trust, right? That's what it comes from. And so, with this premise and the premise of our show, I hope that you will start to realize what it means to have trust, what it means to have a relationship, what it means to do the right thing. And you might say, John, I don't know what that is. I have no idea what that is. Well, just know how long it took you to build that relationship, right? Or how long it took you to get permission, whether it's using the car or, whether it's being able to stay home alone or whatever responsibility that you were given that because you demonstrated trust. If you break that trust, like maybe having a party and having a lot of kids over and them disrespecting your home or your house, well, that is going to basically break your parents' trust in you. Now, it's one thing if they did it and you were trying to stop it and break it up. That's one thing. But if you were going along with the party and you were making more of a mess than they were, well, then how can somebody trust you? So I think that's a very, very key point that I want to bring up here tonight. I mean, a really, really key point. So let's just go over the keys, ladies and gentlemen, of what we talked about today before we wrap up. Number one, when we're talking about building bridges and resolving, as I said, the conflicts with resolution, we have to be on a path that is all about resolving conflicts. We have to strive to rebuild trust if we ever break it. We don't ever want to break it, but if we break it, we've got to work hard to rebuild trust. We've got to let people see the small gestures that we can provide without having to be massive or ostentatious. Collaborative problem solving is key in any team environment. Consistency in actions is what's going to predicate you to allowing someone to know whether they can trust you or not, how you've behaved in the past, just like your credit, right? They look at your past performances and how well you can pay or not pay bills to whether they should extend you more credit. Patience and understanding. This is really, really key. Kindness and appreciation. A little kindness goes a long way and helps build a positive environment. Wow, guys, that's a lot. So when we do these things, we elevate our life. We build our leadership qualities. We have more inspirational stories to share. And we start to recognize that our mindset matters. Our mindset matters. In your life, when something doesn't go right, do you break a bridge just because that's what seems the easiest to do? You shouldn't. You should basically stay neutral, apologize if it's something you did, but always try to keep bridges intact. And you hope that you never burn a bridge, but if you do, you want to try to go back and fix it. Now, of course, there's situations when you may never want to rebuild the bridge, like if somebody was really harmful or rude or they were, let's say, a toxic, let's say, condition for you, then of course you wouldn't want that. But I want people to understand tonight and whenever you're watching this, that building bridges is a choice. We can always dismiss a friendship. We can always damage a relationship. That doesn't take a smart person. Any fool can do that. But it's the ones that recognize my communication that comes outward toward another, whether that's my physical nonverbal, whether that's my communication, such as what I'm saying or how I'm saying it, realizing that what I don't say is the most important thing. How I say it is the second most important thing. And what I say is the third most important thing. So I bet you didn't know that. What you say is the least important thing. How you say it is second. And what you don't say is actually very important. Ladies and gentlemen, I am John C. Morley, serial entrepreneur. It's such a privilege and pleasure to be with you here on Inspirations for Your Life. And we're talking all about intercessions this week, courtesy of the Christian Bible, with some ideas that I got when I was reading it this weekend. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or your evening. And I hope that you will come away from this show with the mindset that the choice of building bridges makes a lot of sense. Have yourself a great rest of your evening, everyone, and I'll catch you real soon, all right? Be well, everyone.